What's going on, guys? Scopamar TV here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction to John Hope Bryant saying that people saying that they cannot save any money are just making excuses. Now, he said this on the Nightcap, which is a podcast with Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp. Now, let's hear what he got to say.
So how would one that has very little or marginal disposable income accumulate something that when they retire, they have something, they have a nice little nest egg?
That is just incorrect. My mother worked 32 years at McDonnell Douglas Aircraft, making $15 an hour. She died September last with $1 million net worth. She had bought and sold 7 homes. Her credit score, like you, was 854, I believe it was. It used to go over 850. It was 854. So when somebody watching this says, well, Shannon just made a great point, and he did make a great point. Here you go. I don't have any disposable income. You went to Starbucks last week, smoking cigarettes. If you go to Starbucks 3 times a week and you just got a cigarette habit, that's $6,000 a year. You're making $36,000 a year. That's 20% of your income. So stop smoking cigarettes and go get you a Keurig machine at home and make your own coffee. You've now just recaptured $3,000, $2,000. Take that, put it into, by the way, don't even do that.
Now, I agree with what he's saying. Of course, we all enjoy the little small luxuries in life, such as buying Starbucks. For some people, they like to smoke. For some people, they like to go out on the weekends, party, drink. You know, many folks have different pleasures in which they take part in. Now, our pleasures often cost us in the long run. It often costs us in the long run. One of the things that I made sure that I did was I invested and built my own studio in my house, because my pleasure in life is music. Now, for anybody that knows how much it costs going to the studio, paying people to mix and master your songs, it can cost a lot of money. So therefore, I started to do it myself, and I figured out how to do it at a cheaper cost, still practicing, making it the best I can, and I've gotten very good reviews on what I do. Now, going back to the saving money part, when it comes to buying food on the road, you got to start cooking at home if you want to save money. You got to just limit that Starbucks visit maybe to once a month if you want to save some money. Everybody can save money. You just got to sit down, put it on a piece of paper, and see where that money is going. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, just stop doing silly stuff like going to a fast food restaurant every other night. Cook something at home. Take $25 that you were going to go spend on whatever and do fractional share investment.
Okay.
You can buy a fraction of Warren Buffett's company, a $25 fraction of a share in Target, Walmart. You know, whatever you're dressed in, whatever you like, go buy that and do whatever you can afford. $5, $10, you can do $1 fractional share. Don't tell me what you cannot do. So somebody watching this, you about to give somebody some money. Somebody watching this, I'm going to say, you got a check coming to you because of Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp. You got a check for $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, maybe $20,000. It's called the EITC. People say, what's that? Congratulations. If you make less than $60,000 a year, which is half of this country, you just got a check from the federal government. It's called the EITC. If you make $38,000 a year, you live in a small town, you're listening to this podcast, you have 3 children, the government owes you a check for working. It's not a handout, for $7,500, about $7,000, $7,500. If you've never filed, it's retroactive for 3 years.
Wow. Never heard of that before.
That's $20,000. 1 out of 4 Americans who qualify for it never even asked for it. That's $20 billion a year, Shannon. So it's a misnomer that...
You know, let me pause the video right there. He just said that if you're living in a small town, 3 children, you make $38,000, the government owes you money. So, information. You see, information is the key to success. You can be rich today, lose all your money, but if you have the correct information, you can always get that money back. I always say that you could take a man that's worth, $100 million, take all his money away, give it to the poor man, and the man with 100 million will be richer than the poor man within the year, simply because he has information. Information that's well guarded is the key to success, most definitely.
You can't do this. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. Is the glass half full or is it half empty? Depends who's looking at the glass. Never say never. Don't say I can't do this. It's impossible because I'm making a little money. No, you got to have the right habits. Most of success is hustle and good habits and optimism.
So how would one that
Hustle? Wow. Hustle and habits. Definitely. I agree with everything John Hope says. John Hope Bryant says hustle and habit are key, because if you have bad habits, if you have no discipline, you cannot reach anywhere in life, man. If you have a drinking habit, if you have a smoking habit, like I say, the pleasures that we take part in cost us, and we are supposed to take part in our pleasures in life, because what's the purpose of living if you're not enjoying your money? What's the purpose of living if you're not planning on having fun? But at the same time, you have to keep in account that there is a thing called tomorrow. There is a thing called next year. And the year after that, there is a thing called the future. So for me, one thing I try to do is to not make the excuses, but I try to see where I can cut cost. For example, I drive a 10-year-old car. My car is a 2024. So, sorry, let me bring that back. My car is a 2014, a 10-year-old car. Could I go and buy a new car? Yes, I could, but I choose not to, simply because that money that I would be paying for a car payment, which is the pleasures of life, I take that money and I put it in the market to make it grow. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to know what's best for you and what works for you. I think everybody can save money. I had a problem doing that in my early days until I got over the habit of trying to impress people and care what people think. And ever since I did all these things where I just be free with my mind to not worry about people, then you can stop trying to buy the latest clothes, the latest shoes. Go dry clean your nice outfit and wear it again. Who cares? Save some money. Now let's see what some people got to say in the comments. Somebody says, he's so right. Good habits. Someone else says, discipline. Do they realize what economy we live in? LOL. You know, one thing I realize, no matter what economy you are in, you just have to adjust to the economy. The economy gets bad, get yourself a second job. That's it. Get a third job. It might sound like, okay, then what time do I have for myself? You can find time for yourself, but you got to be able to figure out ways how to get around these things. Working just 40 hours a week is not going to get you anywhere in life, man. You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. You know what I'm saying? There's an extra little money that I call either the buffer money or the play money. You got to use that money to make money, meaning you got to invest that money. So if you're just working 40 hours and you're getting all your bills paid and then you don't have anything left over because the economy is hard, go get a second hustle and cut one of your days off. You know, you don't need 2 days off. You really don't. You can make it up. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about saving money? Do you think people make a lot of excuses? Or do you think the economy is just so bad that nobody can save any money? Personally, I don't think it's that the economy is bad. The economy has been bad forever. There has never been a time where people can say, oh, the economy is so good. When the economy is good for some people, it's bad for some people. Take, for example, buying a home. Some people might say, why buy a home right now? The interest rates are so high. But there's never going to be a time where it's going to be perfect. You just got to jump in and do what is best and do what you need to do to further your investment. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, guys. Scope of Mar TV. I'm out.